The chilling reality: 10 traits of people who lack empathy. Have you ever encountered someone who seems emotionally disconnected? Someone who doesn't flinch at others' pain or joy? Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is a fundamental part of human connection. Yet, some individuals navigate life devoid of this essential trait. Their coldness isn't always obvious at first, but over time, their behavior reveals a striking lack of emotional depth. Understanding the traits of people who lack empathy is crucial, especially when dealing with manipulative or toxic individuals. Whether it's a coworker who disregards your feelings, a friend who mocks your struggles, or a partner who never seems to care, recognizing these patterns can protect you from emotional harm. In this article, we'll uncover 10 disturbing traits of people who lack empathy. These insights might surprise you, and perhaps even make you reconsider some relationships in your life. 1. They dismiss other people's feelings. Empathy-deficient individuals often trivialize or dismiss the emotions of those around them. If you express sadness, frustration, or excitement, they may respond with indifference or even ridicule. Their common phrases include, "You're overreacting. Why are you making a big deal out of this? It's not that serious. Get over it." This dismissive behavior stems from their inability to grasp the emotional impact situations have on others. For them, feelings are foreign concepts, easily ignored and rarely respected. 2. They lack emotional responsiveness. Imagine telling someone a deeply personal story, only to receive a blank stare in return. People without empathy exhibit minimal emotional reactions to situations that would typically evoke strong feelings. Whether it's a joyful announcement or heartbreaking news, their responses are often cold, detached, or perfunctory. Their emotional flatness can be unsettling, while others naturally mirror emotions, smiling when someone's happy or showing concern when someone's upset. These individuals remain unaffected. 3. They engage in manipulative behavior. A lack of empathy frequently aligns with manipulative tendencies. These individuals see others as tools to achieve their goals, rather than as fellow human beings with feelings. Gaslighting, guilt-tripping, and emotional blackmail are common tactics they employ. Because they don't feel remorse for causing distress, manipulation comes easily to them. They'll twist facts, distort emotions, and fabricate stories to serve their interests, leaving their victims confused, hurt, and emotionally drained. 4. They show indifference to others' pain. Whether someone is grieving a loss or facing a personal crisis, individuals without empathy often react with indifference. Their cold, detached demeanor stands in stark contrast to the compassionate responses typically seen in emotionally healthy individuals. In extreme cases, they might even exhibit schadenfreude, taking pleasure in others' suffering. This trait is particularly evident in narcissistic or sociopathic personalities, where the absence of empathy fuels cruel or sadistic behaviors. 5. They blame others for their mistakes. Accountability requires an understanding of how one's actions impact others, a capacity lacking in those without empathy. When faced with mistakes or failures, these individuals instinctively shift blame onto others. Their inability to empathize with those they've wronged makes apologizing or taking responsibility almost impossible. Typical behaviors include denying obvious mistakes, blaming colleagues, friends, or family for their errors, rationalizing hurtful actions without remorse. This relentless blame shifting erodes trust in relationships, leaving others feeling unheard and invalidated. 6. They struggle to form deep, meaningful relationships. Authentic relationships require emotional reciprocity, something individuals lacking empathy cannot provide. While they may appear charming or engaging initially, their emotional shallowness becomes evident over time. Romantic relationships with such individuals often feel one-sided, with partners giving emotional support without receiving any in return. Friendships and family ties also suffer, as these individuals view relationships as transactional rather than genuine connections built on mutual care. 7. They display narcissistic or self-centered behavior. Many individuals without empathy exhibit narcissistic tendencies. Their world revolves around their needs, desires, and opinions, with little regard for how their actions affect others. Conversations with them often feel one-sided, as they dominate discussions and dismiss others' contributions. Their self-centeredness manifests in various ways, constantly seeking admiration and attention, minimizing others' achievements, exploiting relationships for personal gain. This egocentric behavior leaves others feeling unappreciated, undervalued, and emotionally drained. 8. They lack compassion and generosity. Compassion drives people to help others without expecting anything in return. However, individuals without empathy often exhibit an alarming lack of altruism. Acts of kindness feel foreign to them unless there's something to gain: recognition, favors, or personal advantage. For example, they might donate to charity only if it boosts their public image. True generosity, rooted in genuine concern for others, is absent in their interactions. 9. They struggle with perspective-taking. Empathy requires the ability to see situations from another person's point of view. Empathy-deficient individuals struggle with this cognitive shift. They cannot comprehend others' experiences, needs, or emotions, often responding with confusion or irritation when asked to do so. This inability to adopt another's perspective makes them dismissive of differing opinions, leading to frequent misunderstandings and conflicts in relationships. 10. They exhibit passive-aggressive or aggressive behavior. When frustrated, people lacking empathy often express their emotions through passive-aggressive or outright aggressive behavior. Their inability to communicate feelings constructively, coupled with a disregard for others' emotions, results in behaviors like sarcastic remarks, subtle jabs or backhanded compliments, sudden outbursts of anger. This behavior leaves those around them walking on eggshells, uncertain of how to avoid triggering the next wave of hostility. Why do some people lack empathy? While these traits paint a concerning picture, it's essential to understand why some individuals exhibit them. Empathy deficits can arise from various factors, including personality disorders, narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, antisocial personality disorder, ASPD, and psychopathy often involve impaired empathy. Trauma or neglect. Early childhood trauma or neglect can hinder the development of empathy. Neurological differences. Brain structure and function differences, particularly in areas related to emotional processing, can impact empathetic abilities. Learned behavior. Growing up in environments where emotions are dismissed or punished can lead individuals to suppress empathetic responses. Understanding these underlying causes doesn't excuse harmful behavior, but can provide context for seemingly inexplicable actions. How to deal with someone who lacks empathy. Interacting with empathy-deficient individuals can be emotionally draining. Here's how you can protect yourself. Set boundaries. Clearly define what behavior is acceptable and enforce these boundaries consistently. Manage expectations. Accept that these individuals may never respond with the emotional understanding you seek. Avoid emotional confrontations. Stick to facts when addressing issues, as emotional appeals often fall on deaf ears. Prioritize self-care. Protect your mental and emotional well-being by limiting your exposure to toxic interactions. Seek professional support. If the relationship significantly impacts your life, consider counseling or therapy. The silent impact of empathy deficiency. Empathy is the glue that binds human relationships, fostering understanding, compassion, and cooperation. When this essential trait is missing, relationships become transactional, manipulative, and emotionally draining. Recognizing these 10 disturbing traits of people who lack empathy can empower you to navigate these challenging dynamics with greater clarity and self-protection. Remember, you can't force someone to develop empathy, but you can choose how to engage with them, and, more importantly, how to safeguard your own emotional health. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comment section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.